Okay, everyone in the 587 class, I'm going to shoot this video out to you about how to do the collaborate lesson because I think we're having some problems. So I'm going to try to do this in a very structured, systematic way. But first, let me say a very happy Thanksgiving to all of you. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Rest, be with family. I have to be quite honest and say Thanksgiving is my perfect holiday. I love, love, love it because it combines being with my amazing family, extended family, and it also gives me a chance to sit and just relax and be with the people I love very much. And I hope you get to do that too. So let's go through this and show you how to do the collaborate session. It's very easy to do. And as you can see, I've got quite a mess here on my screen. I wanted you to see this, that when you're ready to go, this is what it's going to look like. Over here, it's waiting for you to start the recording. Over here is the list of your pictures, your slides. And as you see, I use the arrow, and I basically now can walk my way through it. And then as you can see, it is going to just record this area. And then the last thing, of course, that I must make sure I do is I turn on the talk button. So let's go ahead and let's just close all these things out. And then I'll show you how I got to where I am. So you can do this as well. So Collaborate is located, as a lot of you may know, it's located in the Tools section. You click on Blackboard Collaborate. You then click on the class. And then it will come up and ask if you want to join the room. You do. If you have not downloaded the version of Collaborate for your computer, mine's a Mac, and so therefore it's called meeting.colab. On a PC, it's called join.colab. It's a little piece, it's actually a Java app that you have to have on your machine. And then what happens is when you go to load the Collaborate session, it basically looks around for this app, and then it will start. So this is going to be step number one. If you haven't done it for the first time, you have to have saved the file. So you have to go through that process of saving the file. And then the first time you do it, it usually finds it. If it doesn't, you'll have to click on Choose here and go locate it. So I've got it. So I'm going to go say OK. And now what just happened is it's downloading the app. It starts. It now is going to come up with a little screen that says, "Welcome to Blackboard Collaborate. I hope you're noticing that this isn't happening very quickly." Oh, and you might get this message too, like I just got about your Java. Ignore it. Just go remind me later. This is what happens when you're beholden to an outside application to run the application that you want. And as you can see, back here behind me, it has now come in. And so what I can do is, you'll notice that I have a place here for it to start to record. And then you notice over here I have a button to hit talk. First step, I want to load in my content. So I'm going to go find that content. It's take me just a second here. Now I'm using a PowerPoint. This is what the assignment basically says, is use a PowerPoint. You just do what you do. Use what you've got. So now I'm going through and I'm letting it generate the images in my Collaborate session that I will use. And as you can see, this is not happening quickly. You just have to be patient with it. If you're on an older machine, this can get a little scary because if it doesn't have the memory, the RAM, this may not work. But if you're on your school's TIP computers, this will work. I've done it on TIP computers. As you can see, it just loaded it in, And now it's turning the pictures into a format that Collaborate can use. And ta-da, we're here. Now let's get our windows organized here. By the way, when you start to record, this window I'm jiggling around right now never shows up, okay? So you don't have to worry about where it is, but I like to get it out of my way so I can see what's going on. And as you can see at the top here, this is where your arrows are that essentially walk you through your PowerPoint. Okay, so I'm ready to do that. I can now click on my talk button, and I can see that my line is moving here, and so I know that my microphone is working. If you don't know how to get your microphone, all you need to do is come up here to Tools, Audio Setup Wizard, follow it through, and it will basically go find your output and your input. It'll test it all for you. Okay? Now, once you have everything ready to go, again, hit the talk button so that you can see that it's working, and then come over here and hit the start button, and off you go. So you just heard it say it, recording has started. Everything's ready to go now, so I can basically just sit here, flip through my digital reenactments PowerPoint, and I can talk about it. I can talk about how cool it is. This is what we're doing. This is how it works, so on and so on and so on. When I am finished, and this is the scary part, I'm going to click the talk button to stop. I can now go up here, and I'm going to close this window. There is no menu item that says save your Collaborate. This is the part that took me, frankly, almost a year to get used to. So I'm just going to close the window. And you'll see here it says, do you really want to leave the session? And you'll say, yeah, guess, okay. And then everything goes away. And now you think you've lost it. Well, you haven't. It's still here. So what you'll need to do is you will need to go back to your tools. You will need to go back to Collaborate. Now this is where you'll notice I have two tabs. This is the class that we work from. This is where the recordings are. Now let me show you this recording right here. This is one that Sarah did this morning. How do I know? Well, there it is. There's the time and there's the date. And so she made a Collaborate that is 36 minutes long. Good golly, Sarah. I think the agreement we came to last week was just a 5-minute to 10-minute we'll do it. All I wanted you to do is to see how this works, but good on you for doing it that long. The power of this is that you now have a recording that you can put anywhere you want. The bad news is a Collaborate takes a while to make these recordings visible. So when Sarah was sending me an email and text this morning about where is my thing, I realized that she had done it early this morning, and you can see that she did it at 9:43, and it just hadn't come into the Collaborate session yet. So don't panic. Go into Collaborate, click on Recordings. If it's not there, how long does it take? For the short amount of time that you're doing, 5 to 10 minutes, it could pop in anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour, and it will be there. Now, let's look at what we do with it next. Next, we need to change this name to something that we can actually use. So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to edit my recording. And as you can see, here's the default. So now what I want to do is I'm going to give it a name. That when I post it, it'll make sense. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to submit. And when I do that, now I have a name, a title that Steve will recognize and everybody else will, that no one can come in and accidentally destroy it. Please realize everyone is a moderator, so everybody has the ability to do this. So just be careful of each other. Now here's the easy part, I think the easy part. To get this into live text, I'm going to click on that down arrow again, and I'm going to go to the guest link. When I go to the guest link, what it'll do is it'll give me the URL up here that I will need to put this into our live text. So I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to copy it. If you are paranoid, go ahead, open the link in the new tab just so you can see that it works. And oh, it's not working because my Blackboard space has timed out. You know how it does that? But this works. And I'm going to take that URL and I'm going to put it over into live text. We are done. I'm not going to say that's all there is to it, because boy, there's a sure lot of hoops you got to jump through to get this to work. This is why I wanted you to see this. I wanted you to see how when you build a synchronous environment that you use to teach with, it's not easy. And it takes a lot of getting used to, and it takes, frankly, a lot of practice. I mean, I'm not very good at it, but I'm a lot better than most people are. They don't even like to use this. The other reason is this is what you will be using in Jefferson County, and Odom and Bullitt, anyone who has a Blackboard. This is what you will be using for your synchronous classrooms. And you can also use it for any kind of meetings that you might want to have. We're hearing that PLCs are using it to get together outside of school, and I hear that within the district, when they have to do training with the various groups like the STCs in the schools, the clerical attendance clerks and the finance clerks, those folks, they're using this Blackboard Collaborate. So it is used. Alrighty, I hope this is helpful. I hope you're doing well with your classroom design. And if you need help, I will be there Tuesday. I'm not going to dodge class. So if you need help and want to come in and sit in the room and yell at me or try to figure out how to do something, I will be there Tuesday evening. Okay? Look forward to seeing everybody and hearing from you. Remember, I'm just a text away at 502-457-2937. Again, if you're having problems, don't hesitate to text me. All right. Have a happy Thanksgiving.